Yo, what's up? Gonna get an audio check? Here we committed. Firm handshakes. Firm handshakes. Alright, just checking my stuff out, get my music set up here. Okay. The Hugo Dao? Greetings. Gekitsu! What's up? I don't know how to get it to stop that. I don't see a setting. I think it's funny how, like, yeah, I don't know. There's no setting that says allow it to do that. I looked. They asked. Knackered. You're knackered? Patrick developer. Hey, what's up? Good to see ya. Gekitsu, knackered. What is knackered? You gotta tell me. Not familiar with that term. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to hunt down this Nightbot setting here. I don't know. Sounds like he's drunk. Hey, well, you know what? We all will be soon. If you saw me accidentally delete my get ignores and commit all my node modules and binaries last stream, all I could say is stuff happens. Just gonna look. Okay. Settings. I don't... How do... Okay. I don't know where to look. Knackered is how you feel when you pulled an all-nighter from yesterday afternoon, went to work, and then go for a hard 2.5 hour gym session. Is that 2.5 hour in metric or imperial? I'm just kidding. Yeah, drunk is close. Oh, hey, I always just read it. Adeptus Delta. That's the handsome man. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Let me see who all's in here. Always metric. Metric hours. I'm here on metric time. That's bizarre. It doesn't let me see that. Why is Twitch perpetually complete ass? I don't know. How you doing? I'm doing fantastic. Well, I mean, we're gonna try to get our shit together here. I'm still looking for... Okay, that's some. Let's say some. Say some. I don't know. I kind of wish I could just have a Nightbot that just behaves, right? Oh, and chats. Okay, cool. Good deal. All right. What's up, everybody? So, you're probably wondering why in the hell are we watching this? We're going to make a little bit more progress on our project. Terraform, AWS, Docker, GraphQL, that kind of stuff. Got some neat tips and tricks to show, too. The Hugo Dao, maybe that's what Swatch was going for back in the day with their beats metric time. Really? Well. Alright. So let's go to our keyboard view, which I know that 90% of people just tune in to see me do stuff on this keyboard. I know it. So... Okay. So first, we want to... Yeah. That's what we want to do. Alright, we did the thing. We did that. We had a lessons learned. My headset sucks. I'll be looking a lot over there to make sure my audio doesn't go out again. Follow alerts. Okay, so I have an idea about this. I turned off the audio portion of the alerts, and I increased the time that it's up so maybe I catch it. I have a whole GitHub issue I made about this with my thoughts. Maybe we'll take a look at that. Goofy stuff. I think I put it in my stream one. Nope. Oh yeah, the other news, I did get the fork in the pull request to add this stream into awesome developer streams, and we have a command now. I think it's dev streams. Heck. What did I call it? I know I made one. Come on, show me. Show me the stuff. Show me the goods. I know I have one. Dev streamers, that's right. Yeah, so. Okay, so that'll link to that repo. These are awesome developer streamers that you can follow. So it's a whole list, and it says what they're streaming. You can search because we have tags and whatnot. And there I am. Not on my fork. It'd be in there. B&B. Bit and bang. So there we are, right there. There we are, streaming. First ever to put their NPX card in it, but there we go. These are all cool people. We still have to create a curated list. And it doesn't mean that they're not all cool people. It's just, like, smaller subset of stuff that is probably not a lot of .NET, to be honest. Not my thing. Yeah, so it was then this guy. Which doesn't have code, but it has issues. And it will have code. Where was it? Yeah. So this is the issue that I made. Unfortunate event. So I don't know what's going on. Kind of outlaid what I think is going on with it. So I'm trying a thing. We'll see how this goes. Ramlin Geek, hey, what's up, man? Hey, congratulations. We did it. We did it. We have a new follow. Let's see if the mic still works. Thomas DeWitt is now following. Thank you very much for that follow. You will be alerted every time I go on stream. Thank you very much. Welcome to the community. If you have any questions, pop them down there in the chat. I'll try to get to them. And if not, we have a great community that also can help you out too. Yeah, buddy. Still got audio. Okay, well, so far so good. Not to worry. I'm gonna be, yeah, maybe fixed. Maybe fixed. Like I said in that issue, it seems to be random. I haven't exactly pinned that one down with a reduced test case, but yeah, exactly. But don't worry, equipment order is about to be submit. I think I'll probably purchase it tonight. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with the Blue Yeti microphone, and I got a green screen lighting and a couple of webcams and whatnot to go along with it. But we'll see how that goes. Now, ordering a green screen setup and getting it to work is a whole different thing. Okay. What were we doing? Okay, we were Vimming. Yep, so things learned, the follow alerts, try non-deterministically, because we had a follow and it still worked last time. Who the hell knows? Be careful with deleting getignore when you think it's the getkeep file. We should switch to a different naming convention, and we will. Terraform integration still problematic. Be patient with attribute suggestions. Yep. Yeah, the Terraform outputs, even though plan shows nothing is changing, if you change the outputs, you do still have to apply to get them pumped into state. Yeah, I think I've got that worked out. Let's see. Yeah, cool. Okay, so for today, we did this. Let me get my checkboxes in there. What are we doing? Bobby. Okay. Did this. Hello. We did that. Yeah, 200. 200 followers. 200 followers on the stream. You all did that. You all did that. 200. That's crazy. I don't know why you do that. And the updates, we got some equipment going and whatnot. Issue review. Think. Oh, there. Yeah, hang on. Hang on. We got some issues. We got some other ones. Thank you very much, Adeptus Delta. You can also join the ranks of follower by clicking that follow button up there. You will get notifications when I go live without me having to post it into a Slack room. Big number hype. Yep. We're gonna keep going. We ain't done. Frackenberg, hey, what's up? Adeptus Delta is now following. Thank you very much. Firm handshakes. How did you not already? I know. How did you not? Oh, heck. Rambling Geek, post down here when the next time is that you're streaming, because I owe you something. Now that you're affiliate, I owe you something. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I think we're good on these. I still have a lot of work to do on this stuff. But containerized input sanitizers. This GitHub repo is where you can post ideas, thoughts, critiques of the stream itself. It's a meta repo for all this stuff in our community. If you have ideas, if you have commands that you want, things like that. Streaming Saturday. Perfect. Looking forward to it, my man. I will do what I can to help get the word out even more. We did this. Yep, so now let's remind ourselves what we were doing. What are we doing with this damn thing, and where did we get to? Pardon. What were we doing? Gatsby, GraphQL. Oh, yeah. That's where we were. It's like when you walk in on Monday morning and you're like, what the hell was I doing? Okay, so our goal was that we were going to have these individual accounts for like dev and prod, and then we were going to have this other one that's ops, and so ops would contain things like your state buckets and your DynamoDB tables for state locking and your user with cross-authentication. We've got all this done. ECR registry. That's where we left off. I think we got it done. Let me double check. Yep, we did this. We got outputs here. We got the S3 backend set up for... Yep, we got that done. We created this one for workspace. We get this, that's okay. Prevent destroy. Server-side encryption by default, all good. Yep, this is for multi-account global resources. Get this out of my way. Can't see y'all. Okay, then API server, GraphQL server. Oh, you know. Yep, we need to do that. So in this one, we need to do prevent destroy. And so what that does, you know, if you end up concocting some sort of a Terraform plan, that the side effect would be that it destroys this, it will error out. And you want that. And when I'm saving it just as auto format type thing, I've got to authenticate, so I'm going to source that. Who do I assume? I think stream deployer. go into deploy global and ECR. So I'm gonna run a plan just to be sure, see what it's gonna do, and I'll probably just run it, apply it. This is kind of similar to the output stuff. The life cycle is more of a Terraform thing. It's not really your resources, but you still want to do it. And you can see I've got my nice outputs, my URL, so anytime I want, I can read those. I think I did. Yeah, I already did that in there. Okay, good. Let's see. Oh yeah, the other thing we're gonna do is actually like create and push up a thing. Let me find, where did I put? I had some notes about that. Yeah, I bet it was that. Okay, let me get this done. And using the super fancy pull request feature. Well, I thought I did that. Why does it say I didn't do that? I just did. No, I didn't. Prevent, destroy ECR repositories, because that's bad. Cool. All right, push. And I did not commit my node modules this time. Thank you very much. All right, now this one. So if you guys didn't watch last stream, you can actually right within VS Code create GitHub pull request. I'm going to target develop. It's creating the pull request number 5. From right within here, I can add a comment. I can take a look at the changes. So I could take a look at all that. I could take a look at the individual commits. So that's all the changes in the pull request. This shows that it's open, it's under review. I'm looking at it. There's the description of the thing. There's the file change. You can leave a comment, whatever. So we'll just merge it. Done. Because it's simple. Just, it's good to build good habits, and I'm kind of liking playing around with this. Exit review mode. Check out develop. Yeah, that's how the workflow should be. You just open it up, you go back to develop. Now I'm in develop. Develop. Okay, done with that. Done and done. Done. Yep. All good. So my state's all updated and my code's all updated. That's good. So the next thing that we'll do is we actually want to, what we want to do right here is we want to build and push these containers up to ECR. We'll just do it manually now just to make sure all the access and everything works, that we can do that. And I would think that it would, because we're still the same user, and I'll show you how you authenticate. It's really weird. You have to have Docker on your machine, and you end up using the Docker login functionality, but for AWS ESR or ECR. So we'll do, so I think, what did I name those? What was I going to name them? I was going to name it GraphQL server and API server. Yeah, naming things is hard, man. What the hell? Like, can you believe that I even assisted in naming like 3 kids? Can't even name a Docker repository. But that's okay. Let's see. A tag we'll do, so let's focus on the API server first. We'll do API server. So we do have one that we built 10 days ago. Yeah, I don't trust that. Why is that so big? That's very large. It doesn't have a default command, the BG Sun. It just seems really big. Even for Alpine. Yeah, I don't know why that's so big. Monkey Sex Room has ended up in more than one project in my past. Oh, are you talking about the names that that get generated sometimes by Docker for like container names and whatnot? Yeah, it can. If that's what you're talking about, it can get humorous. If that's not what you're talking about, um, needs a name. Yeah, needs a name. Yeah. And I hate how VS Code does this output never lines up. I think it's because I'm always like zooming my text and whatnot for people to see. Needs a name. So, but we'll build this. Docker build. Well, let's make sure we're in the right freaking place here. We're not. We're not. We want to go into DB. There we go. Docker build. We'll give it a tag of PI server 0.0.1. I don't know, because like it does kind of work, right? And we'll just build that. Okay. There we go. So we. Oh, what? Why is it 80 point? You know, I have a suspicion. We'll address this later, but I have a suspicion that it's copying over a lot more than I think it is, and I might need a Docker ignore file in there. Anyway. Anywho, that's okay. All right, so we've tagged it locally with a version. So now we know like the one that we're looking at, and I think it should have. Is that really it? Should be way up here. Way. I need to prune this thing. Okay. We gotta prune these things every now and then. Docker gets messy. Okay. Come on, get done. Definitely going to need the output from this thing, though, so I know where to push that. Oh, my lord, get done. Really? API server. And I don't think that I have... Pretty sure I don't have any images already pushed. Remind myself here. Come on, interwebs. I need to go over to stream ups. And services, ECR. ECR, and waiting for it to load. API server. We don't have any images. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do now. That is making my laptop want to take off. I guess I don't need that either. Heck. I don't know why that's taking so long. If this locks up VS Code, I'm going to flip something. 3.4 gigs. Okay, good. Okay, so. So we have. Yeah, which is fine. So now, let's find that guy right there. We need to have that. I'll just open another one of these. I don't usually like to do that, but VS Code, it's fine. To deploy global ECR, run TF output. F. There. Really shouldn't take that long. Oh. It's not going to show me my outputs because I'm not authenticated. Had to authenticate real quick. Okay, so that's the API server URL for that guy. Okay. Okay, so yep. Docker tag. Put a pin in that. Okay, hang on. We have to tag image ID with oh, that's funny that it did that. It was on aws.com/ what was that? Oh, because the line break / API server. The line break on that. API server with a tag 0.0.1. There we go. Now we've got two. So we got the one on our local that we built, and now we've tagged another one with this name that is destined to go out to our thing. We're going to do that now. So you have to authenticate. So I've already sourced my bash RC so I could use the awesome command. If you don't know what that is, look that up. Maybe we'll have a chat command for it, but allows you to manage multiple credentials as you're bouncing back and forth through those things. So now that we've authenticated to AWS, we are able to run a command to log in to ECR via the Docker login, and I'll show you how that works. Let's see, where's that? Okay, so if I run this right now, AWS ECR get login, it's using the profile that I already have exposed in my terminal. That's why I'm doing all this source bash RC bullshit, right? So if I do this, it authenticates me and it spits out this whole mess, which you then could copy and then paste and then say log in. Or you can do a one-liner like this. Specifying the region. Hey, I did that earlier. Yeah, exactly. And it's important no include email. It's a thing with ECR and the default Docker login. I don't exactly know why it doesn't work, but it doesn't. But if you do that, done. I'm authenticated to ECR. Needed to push a new image. Well, wanted to, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, but if you just put it in backticks, it's just going to evaluate that whole thing into your shell. It's just a shortcut. Pretty cool, right? Backticks will evaluate a thing, and then the result will be inserted into your shell. So I'm already authenticated. One shot. That's right. That's my nerdy way of like 360 no scoping Docker login. But now, now we can push this. So, let me just grab that right quick. One mo. And I know that's going to be a pain in the ass. Docker push this thing. Hopefully the line break doesn't work. Oh. Well, heck. That's not good. No basic auth credentials. Now we have to troubleshoot something. LeBron! Nice. I sort of asked him to. Wow, that's weird. Okay. I like how that should have worked, but it didn't. 6101. 6101. You're kidding me, man. You're kidding me. No, my man. It's right there. Oh, son of a bitch. Ah! I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, my man. Here, let's do this. Let's pick the right friggin' region this time. How about it? How about it? How about we pick the right freaking region? Yeah. Pushed. Pushing. Push it. Real good. Yeah, it's better than accidentally committing my node modules. You look so tired. What you been doing all night? Committing my node modules. Okay. Dang. Well, you gotta be a weirdo in USCs too. Because it doesn't get any love. Everybody, because I'm an underdog kind of guy, does tend to help. The Hugo Dow. What do you mean you can't push to a non-existent geographical location with a non-existent repository? Exactly. So here we go. Look, look, look. We have a thing. I think it says 28 in size because it's probably... Hell, I actually don't know. Why is it only 28? That's weird. Okay, but that's it. That's the thing. Now we got to go back and do it for the other thing. Which will be that thing. But I'm already authenticated and I have the right like region and whatnot. So okay, there's that. Docker tag. We're gonna tag a thing with a graph. With a. We don't really need. I don't really care about that. What's the thing? Where are you? Oh, that's gonna be a bitch with that line break too. Actually. Those are all the same. Doesn't matter. This. It's on aws.com/graphql server 0.0.1 dtag dpush the thing. Push it. Oh my god, what? GG. I push it. Go, Docker. Do it. Do it. Get up there. It's going. I have to say, VS Code Terminal. It's okay, but it's kind of goofy. It's kind of goofy. So we got these two. Look at that. Look at that. There it is. There it is. Now we got those up there. Sure I had that in my notes somewhere. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, we got these done. Cool. Cool. Good deal. Okay, what else? Okay, hang on. Hang on. Make sure here. So we got the images and ECR. Oh, here we go. Another, make sure you select region for ECR. Push in. Things we learned. Okay. Cool. All right, we got that done. Onto workspaces. Init, we got init good. Okay, init. Pushing init. Okay, so this is where things get fun. Let's review. Ideally, these will all have the same stuff, right? So they're all going to have the normal VPCs and subnets and routing and all that kind of stuff. The only difference is it's going to be like dev versus prod. So like dev could have different access. It could have different IP ranges that are open to bastions. It could have different bastion keys. It could have different container scaling rules, those kind of things. But really, they're kind of the same. And so Terraform Workspaces is where that kind of fills in the gap. So if we were to take a look at our default workspace, going to where are we at here? Okay. So you can see that by default we have a default workspace. And most people don't even worry about that if they don't use workspaces. You'll never use it. Everything you do is in the default workspace, which is kind of what we're doing in the global space. But in here, we're going to do things a little bit differently. So we're definitely going to need to touch a backend. And variables. And then let me think about all the shit that we're building here. We're gonna have ECR. We're gonna have a lot of shit going on. Okay. And then in the workspace, it's gonna do some stuff. Yeah, we could do this. Hang on. Just to collect things. There we go. But yeah, same page. Just a good blank canvas, you know. Good canvas to start with. Okay, cool. Let's close off some of this crap in the way. We don't need you. Okay. So we got these files, and we'll do the backend first. Now, that depends on what we called that thing. In here. Nope, in here. That's our bucket. Yep. Yep, that's what we need. Lost the video now. Lost the video. Anybody else? Does it say the Twitch machine got unplugged? I've had that happen. It's usually on my end. I don't think that's me. I don't think so. Maybe it is. Okay. Did it say? So when that happened, did it say the Twitch machine got unplugged? Twitch has been kind of funky today. It happened to me on the Twitch machine had a Twitch. The Hugo Doll says, "Yeah, that happened to me in the middle of a few streams today. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I like to think that I'm causing it. I don't know. So this one here is the bucket that we need to reference. Oh yeah, that's right. Hang on. Yeah, because we'll have to do the init for the DynamoDB table in here. No, we want that separately for workspace. We haven't done workspace yet. Yeah, corroding, exactly. There we go. Let's worry about this first. Just Hugo works. Had to get a long one since Hugo and Hugo Doll were already in use on Twitch. I claim fame. Hey, let it be lesson learned. If you get a really good username, it can take you very far in this world. You have no idea how many people are like, is that from that XKCD thing? Yeah, heck. Sure is. Alright. There we go. Maybe... Maybe we create a freaking branch. What are we doing? Init workspaces. There we go. Jeez. What am I doing? My man. Or I look too dang long to get. I learned that AWS or Amazon, not AWS, Amazon purchased Twitch in 2014. I thought this was like a thing that happened a year or two ago. Nope, 2014. Kind of interesting, right? But good on them. They've got great content too. They have a whole Twitch channel that's like their thing. So, when reInvent or a couple of the other conferences happen, it's really cool because they'll have, like a live stream going on throughout the day where they'll kind of check in with people, and they'll have people come in and say, hey, I just did an announcement for XYZ service. Yeah, no, Hugo, exactly. I had no idea, but heck, it's a thing now. It's a thing now. Okay. I know I'm going to have to jump in here and do that provider init, but oh, what's our versions on these other ones? I want to be consistent. What were we on? 155. Close enough. Okay. You know, I'm gonna have to like do a lot of stuff when they upgrade when they release the new Terraform version allegedly. How to get in British English. Get in it. So what's Oh, I get it. I get it. Get in it. And at that. I got you. I know what you mean. I think it's funny the different dialects and American English versus UK English versus Australian English, and then even every region has kind of their own little flavor on the language. You can understand how it's very difficult to program like machines to understand language, because I mean, people don't really even understand it. So I have a bucket, I have a key, region. Do want that. US East. 2. Regional charm. That's one way to put it. That's one way to put it. And what did we call this bucket? We called it that guy. Regional charm. I think that's TF init. So now this isn't actually creating the S3 bucket. We're defining the bucket we want to use. And it's downloading this provider. There we go. So that's what this little, here. This little .terraform. It grabbed that plugin. But it didn't create the S3 resource. That was already there. We simply pointed to it. And so in here, we can do that. And I don't know what I want to call it, but WS Dynamo table and yeah, dialects are fun until like you literally can't understand someone. You have to like write stuff down. You're like, oh, now I know what you're saying. Whoops. Is that what I called it? Yep, that's what I called it. Yep. Okay, so name, hash key, read. Scottish and golf. Dialectical font. Robinoy. Oh man. Too soon. I'll figure out the tags here in a second. We'll figure that out. This, so GraphQL demo, so Dynamo workspace lock. So, workspace lock, and yeah. I think we're good to go. Does it look good? I think we're good. I don't have to have tags. Not yet. I think this should do it. Yeah, TF state. Yeah, I think we're... Let's try it. Do it live. Do it. Gerkitsu, two folks from the village over the hill from where I live in Germany, once went on a train ride to Austria. Oh, Austria. Put another shrimp on the Barbie, eh? When the E-train passed the border, the conductor was like, I hope you enjoyed your visit to Germany. Was it just because, like... Wait, what? I don't get it. Oh, okay. So we have this thing to create. We're gonna create it. We're gonna create it. Also, wait for the terraform apply to prompt you for the yes before getting up and taking a break, which we will do for a moment. So I will be right back while we let this do its thing, and then we'll check and we'll see what we got going on. Stand by. Oh, heck. It's cold. Brave Cobra 2. What's up? Did you just assume my gender identity? How you doing? And I can see that my microphone is still working. This is baffling. It's one of those incidents when I go on break and I set the headphone down, it usually gets all wonky. So it's weird. It's weird. Very weird. All right, so we could see that it created my table. So I have my lock and everything. Started the new job this week, Brave Cobra 2. Tell us about it. Tell us. Tell us about it. What's the new job? What you doing? How's your first 2 days been? A lot of orientation and whatnot? If you're lucky. Otherwise, you just get dumped into stuff. It's like, oh, here's this whole enterprise project on your lap. Have fun. I have had that happen. So yeah, tell us about your job, man. Curious to hear. As a technical lead, Brave Cobra 2, look at you. Okay, we got this bucket. I think we're good. Okay, good here. My back end looks good. Tee-hee. We got our S3 backend. We got our table. Let's do this real quick. So, name and no. What are you doing? Cost center. Center is going to be getting, and that environment is going to be stream ops. We'll parameterize that here in a second. And stream ops workspace lock table. Take out my to-do, which I love the highlights. Let's see here. Brave Cobra 2. New year, a new job. New year, new job, new you. Lots of orientation. I bet. Started on the analysis of Auth0 implementation for the whole backend. Auth0 in terms of, are you actually going to be using Auth0, the company and service? Or just OAuth in general? Auth0 is awesome. They're literally the only reason I have a Facebook account, so that I can use those keys to test Auth to Facebook. Otherwise, Facebook can die in a fire, for all I care. What's the keyboard shortcut to normalize your indentation like that? Oh, you mean like if I do this and hit save? It's the built-in, it's the plugin for VS Code. It has the, it's like a linter, like a prettier. Let me see if I can find it. If I go Terraform formatting, so it's got highlighting, linting, formatting, and validation. And I think, so the linting is TF-lint. The formatting, I'm not sure exactly what does the formatting. But there's something with this extension that does the formatting on save. Yeah. Yeah, it does that. Yep. That's what it does. I like it. It's kind of cool. Did you say yeet? Yeah, auto formatting yeet. Get that bread. So if we do a tag adjustment on a table, on anything, it should be a I don't know the right term for it, but it's non-destructive. It's not gonna hurt anything. So you can see it's gonna take my tag number right here. It's gonna go from 0 to 4, and these are the tags it's gonna do. So I can do apply that, and then can't type today. Well, You know, I'm not going to talk about your keyboards and whatnot. Uptime. Yeah, we've been at it for a little bit. We're making progress. Brave Cobra 2. So we built our images, our 2 images for the service. Well, we finished up our global art in it. We're working on the workspace stuff now. But before we did that, we built our images, and we pushed them. So we created the registry. We already had that done. But we built the images manually for now until we get our whole ops workflow. But we built them and we pushed the 1 image each with a 001 tag up to each of these repos. Seems I missed the first part. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I was trying to catch you up. Trying to catch you up. I know how it is. No problem. Ah, see, look. Sitting there waiting on me. And I got all distracted. So you can see when you do certain changes, it's non-destructive. It doesn't require recreating the resource. It just alters it. Other things are destructive, and they require that. And it can be a pain. So always plan. All right. So we've got our initialization. We'll deal with this later. We'll deal with this later. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, we don't care about that, but we will need... No, we won't. No, we just kind of do the same thing in here. And so we'll do our VPC, which is just boring as shit. Okay, so first provider. It's going to be the same for all of these things, and so version. Okay. Where am I? So that just gets my plugin down. It doesn't do anything with state or anything. Shouldn't that tag name be managed? Or is that a Terraform spelling in the output? Did I mess that up? Ah, you're right. Hang on. You'll see how easy this can be. To init. It's probably just going to alter the 1. Yeah. Good catch, Mr. Pedantic. No, that is a good catch, though. There we go. Okay. No state. Good. That's what we want. We want no state. We do want the back end, though. And so I'm just going to copy all this shit, and I'm going to put it here. And instead, I'm going to do this as a VPC with a different key. VPC TF state. So the deal with this is that these keys are the key value name that is going to end up in S3, and even though these things look like it's a folder called VPC, it's not. They're just key value, even though to us they can be represented as files within folders. Behind the scenes, really, AWS does not view anything on S3 as having folders. There's no such thing. And then in this one, because I was in the wrong one when I made it, remove this guy. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. And so, oops. Okie dokie. So here's the important part. We're going to get into workspaces now. And workspaces are like a meta type thing. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Is that actually a I don't know. I don't know Spanish. Is that a real thing? Woo, what? Frackberg, I never used workspaces until I started working with you. I always used like TerraGrunt and stuff. Certainly never had to worry about a lot of particular complexities, so we're all learning. Oh, I thought you were trying to say something like at Brave Cobra for being late to the stream. So, whoops. My bad. Okay. So, in here, what we want, and I'll leave this commented out. When we're in here, we want to assume role is a thing, right? Because we're doing multiple different accounts, we have to figure out a way to say, are you doing this in the dev or the prod, right? We're going to be using the same user, stream deployer, right? That's what's going to run these. That's what I'm authenticated as, running these commands. But now I want to use the. Let me bring this up. Hang on. Hang on. Now what I want to do is use the stream deployer user, and when I do things in dev, I want to assume the role of stream deployer dev. And if I do it in stream deployer prod, I want to assume that role. So that tells you that off the bat, I have to figure out a way to assume two different roles, right? That's what workspaces is for. So first off, let's get those variables defined in here. And so variable, okay. It's a map. Option to assume per environment. Okay, we only have two. We're gonna do dev. Oops. Prod. They don't use that, do they? No, they don't. Of course not. All right, so we have to get the ARN of our dev and the ARN of our prod and paste it in here. Just how it goes. So I'm gonna do that. Not on here. Brave Cobra 2, workspaces were mentioned today at work, so looking forward to the finished output of the series. I am too, but we have, limited time, and I'm trying to, go through the stuff. So now you're describing the VPC template to be used for both environments and declare the environment as a variable. Yeah, correct. Exactly. We're setting that up. I'm going to work off screen real quick so I can copy and paste some stuff in. It's really not that important, but I want to reduce risk here. What did I call this? Yeah. So the role that I made for prod is this. So see the account number 364 for prod, and then there's a role that I made for the dev account. Different. I named them the same assume role, but they're different accounts, right? Okay. Now, what we can do is we can interpolate this, and we could say var dot account roles, but account roles is a lookup. It's a map. So in Terraform, I have to provide a thing in here for it to look it up. Well, dev or prod, well, how about we do it based on what our current Terraform workspace is? You'll notice there is no default. So now we have to make a workspace. So if we do Terraform workspace list, wait a minute. Come on now. There's only default. That's all I have. So now I'm going to make a new one. I'm going to make 2 new ones. But I'm going to do the dev one first. So Terraform workspace new dev. So now what this did behind the scenes is it created this workspace and it altered my state file. My state file now has a key for this workspace. So Terraform workspace list. There we go. Now I'm going to make a prod one too. There we go. I think, yeah, it was select. All right, so now we're on dev, but we know we can switch back and forth, so we'll get rid of this too. So that's going to be our assume role. Depending on the workspace, is going to be the role we assume. It's going to, well, it's more than just the role, but right here, it's going to say the role. But there's a lot of other things you can do too, because now you can create these maps in your variables, and now you can start doing lookups based on dev or prod, and that dev or prod matches with the name of your workspace. It's all just key matching into these things. Does it make sense, Brave Cobra 2? Maybe we'll do another. Maybe we'll do another part. We'll do another part. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do this one real quick. So we'll do another thing real quick, and we'll do we'll just plop up 2 VPCs with different CIDRs based on environment, just real quick, just to really like make it clear. Okay, so in here, I'll say VPC CIDR. Type is a map. A description is VPC. Yeah, dude, like this is all like once you like have done and seen this, everything becomes copy and paste. Well, yeah, except that other thing that I did with the IP addresses though. Like, and then the thing that I did with the SSH keys. So there is room for innovation here and there. There's cool stuff you could find out. But a lot of it is, this is how it works. Just do it again, show other people and whatnot. By environment. Don't give away my secrets. Hey man, I'm giving away all my secrets on the stream. I don't care. I don't even care. Don't even care. My goodness. Man, our weather is looking crappy. This is, I'm looking outside. This is in Indiana January. This is terrible. Ugh. Matt using the VPC as a demo. Oh. No, like, I'm straight up just doing the VPC. That's the only thing. I'm not even going to put anything in it. Just going to show it. It's, because it's like, technically, I guess that is one line. I think Cyberblock is the only thing required on a VPC. Yeah, Kitso, you are doing what Adam Savage preaches. What is that? What do you mean? Doing what he preaches. I'm curious what you mean. Doing it live, blowing stuff up, making mistakes, and looking like an idiot? Because that's what I'm doing. So is that what he preaches? Because if so, yeah, I got it. I would say, on here, it's probably a good mix of 80% stuff I know ish, and then 20 very difficult percent of things I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. He's big into not keeping trade secrets. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. Like, dude, we're not doing alchemy, you know? Besides, just because you know particular facts doesn't mean that you're really great at putting them all together or working with people and things like that. He says you learned your stuff from somewhere and you gain nothing from keeping the tweaks you made. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. Which is why I'm going to be giving away a lot of cool secrets and tips and tricks that I've come up with. And if people are live on the stream, they'll get them. And if they're not, the chances that they'll actually go back in the past videos on YouTube and look them up and learn them is pretty minimal. We'll end up voting on like the highlights and figure out like a better way to share that in a more accessible static form than just video. Because I mean, these things are not even subtitled. So think about that. Like, think about how non-accessible what I'm doing actually is. If you think about it, it's a privileged few that can actually stream video anyway. Okay, default is a map, and we'll say dev is, let's say, I'm a big fan of not doing overlapping CIDRs. So 10.1.0.0/16, and prod can be just one up from that. 2.0.0. I think that looks right. Frackberg, you check me on that, but I think we're good. Actually, I can pull this up. So there's this cool site, Cider XYZ. You can use for stuff. 10.1.0.0. Yeah, that's valid. Yep. 10:1, 10:1, 10:1. Yep, that's good. You mean maybe 192 for like one of the environments? Like dev versus prod? That's probably a good call. What is the 192 one that they use? Give me an IP. I'll use it. One 168. Close enough. Okay, there we go. We'll do that. So we'll say dev is going to end up being at the 10.1 and not the 10.0, because again, 10.1 picket, just to illustrate the point. Prod will be the 192.168. And they're both 16 because, I mean, we don't care. We don't care. Yeah, this will work. This will work. That's a good call, man. That's a good call to really illustrate the point. So now we have a map that we can look up the VPC CIDR. And so then here in our main, US VPC and I'll just call it VPC because I mean really like this, the name is internal to Terraform. It doesn't matter. Ah, Brave Cover 2, but you can totally do that in AWS though. I think there's also like 176 maybe. Yeah, there's a handful of them that you can use. 192 is problematic though because a lot of companies use those internally, and then if you use those in AWS, you end up with the potential for overlapping CIDR blocks where you can't set up a VPN connection. 712. That's yeah 172. That's what it was. And there's another one too. 10 192 172 and then something else. I thought I don't know. It's been a while since I looked into that. Okay, I think. Ooh. Uh. Well, this I mean this will be okay. Center block. And we do interpolation, and we say var.vpc CIDR, and we pass in. That's all we really have to do to create these. Yeah, 127, you can't do that. There's no place like 127.0.0.0. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Now, when I do a Terraform plan, oh, assume role should be a list. Hang on. Oh, that I think that's a whoopsie for me. Yeah, that's true. That's stupid. There. Let's just do a validate. Make sure I haven't done anything else stupid. Unknown key. It's because I am being dumb. I needed both of them. Roll. There we go. The other thing I kind of find a little bit frustrating is that when you do Terraform validate, it's not like it's basically fail on the first thing you find. And then if you fix that, there's potentially other things it's failing. Okay, so if we run Terraform plan right now, holy ass, cannot be assumed. Credentials are invalid. I know the role Aaron is fine. I might have to do some tweaking here. Hang on. This will have to be off screen. I'll just leave this up. I'll do it over here. There you are. No, that looks about right. Are you in your ops role locally? I should be. Well, I'm not in a role. I'm the actual user that we created. And I do see that it should be able to assume that. Yeah. It should. Are you assumed into that user then? Yeah, I should be, I think. So let me just double check that I have my shit together here. Should be this. Should be that one. Cannot be assumed. Well, heck. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't make sense because it does look correct. And it's into... Oh. Hold up. I have an idea. Oh, I have an idea. It didn't want to do... Hang on, I have an idea. I have an idea. Hang on, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. CMJ Chris Jones, hey, Rubber Tables, just tried to raid your channel with Rambling Geek and a couple of others, but couldn't, so I'm hosting you instead. You couldn't? Heck. Was it like a permissions thing? Thank you very much for the host for 4 viewers. Blake 15, could I pursue a computer science degree with no programming experience? Or does the university... Hang on, my Alexa is awake now. I changed the keyword away from Alexa to computer. Does the university expect me to have experience? Well, that doesn't even make sense on the face of it. I mean, isn't that what the university is there for? And computer science is more than programming. Programming facilitates a lot of things. You can be a computer scientist and never program. So. Computer. Earl Grey. Hot.
That beverage has not been programmed into the replication system.
That beverage has not been programmed into the replication system. I love it. Maybe Rubber Table is more of an off guy than Raid. Yeah, Rambling Geek. Okay, that's a good call. Let me hang on. Hang on. Let me put a pin in that. I'm still trying to track down what's going on with this. Trust relationships from. Ooh. You know. I think I know what this is. I think I know what this is. Hang on. What's going on, I think... Didn't mean to scroll. That's okay. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Yeah, sorry. CMJ Chris Jones, I'm sorry. I'll fix it up. I didn't even know until you brought it to my attention now. I didn't know that was a thing. Here's what I think is going on. Frackberg. I am assuming, am I assuming the role and then trying to assume the role? You know what I'm saying? I think that's what's going on. Let me fix up this Twitch raid thing real quick while we're thinking of it. But yeah, Frackberg, I think so. I think what's going on is Well, no, that doesn't make any sense. No. Hang on. Yeah. I think that's what it is. That's what's going on. Yep, that's what's going on. Well, I think yeah, we're going to have to fix that up. So the issue is that I have a user in an account that I authenticate with using keys that's trying to assume a role of a deployer user that now in my script is trying to assume a role of another thing. And I've just never figured out how to make that work. That's what it is. Okay. Well, that's okay. We can figure that out. Really thought I set that up, though. Really thought I did. Yeah, I did. No, I did. So that can't be it. No, I already... I'm double checking. Like, that's not it. I thought it was. So... credential used to assume it are invalid. Credentials do not have permissions. The role are in. I'm gonna double check that the role is right. Yeah. Is that 87? I would think that works. Assume L for you. Alright. I'm sure that's lovely. Hang on. Let me get you some better output. That's a little better. So this guy, this is what I was assuming. And it's because there's no, it's just the keys, right? So there's no like role ARN or anything. And so I was using the role ARN from these two. So you got any ideas? My keyboard shot is in the way. Oh. That's funny. Ish. I don't have a better way of doing that. There we go. Whoops. No. Heck! What just happened there? Okay. Trying to do this. There we go. Jesus! Really? What? iTerm! I swear. There we go. Now I guess it's like native windowing or something. There. So, I don't have a role or anything. Or should I? Let me call you. Alright guys, we're going to take a quick break. Hang on. I'm taking a phone call live. Hang on. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. We'll figure this out. Be patient.